Yo, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Underdog Strategy Show right here on the Stokastic YouTube channel. I'm Dave Loughran at Laffy_D on Twitter, joined by Neil Orfield at PlayerQDFS. And we are doing it again every single Wednesday and Friday, breaking it all down. We're going to go pick them, see if we can get a little 5 for 5 action in here, 20X. And we'll get a daily draft in as well. Neil, I assume, by the way, happy to be with you, man.
Yeah.
I assume that because it's one game and then one game, we'll probably do what they did last time where it's just we're drafting for today and tomorrow, right?
Correct. Yep. I've updated the rankings accordingly. The most fun competitions, in my opinion, are the 2-game slates. So that's what I was planning on doing.
Do we have any? Let's see here. Oh, here we go. NBA Wednesday. Okay, cool. 40K in prizes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like their standard competition. It just goes 2 days instead of 1, which we did some of those already. That's the one that we ended up winning 35th. That was one of those 2 days.
Our finest finish was on
our finest finish.
Finish
so far. Yeah.
So far until tonight. Well, tomorrow, really.
Yeah.
And if you guys are new to Underdog, you're just stumbling upon this or you've heard about it, you want to check it out. Obviously, they have the massive best ball contest that's live right now for NFL. Just huge prize pool, $15 million. And the puppy too, which is $5 to enter. Huge prize pool for that. A lot of people drafting NFL. Keep your eyes peeled if you're going to get in on that either now or later on in the summer. But if you haven't signed up on Underdog yet, they have daily drafts for all sports, not just NFL heading into the 2023 season. But like basketball, we said, you click on NBA. Of course, you have to sort it. Don't just go today. Do the drop down. You'll find the one for today and tomorrow. Sign up using the link in the description or the one in chat. You're getting 100% first match deposit bonus up to $100. So no matter how much you put in up to $100, that's getting doubled. If it's 100, you have 200 now. If it's 20, you got 40. And if you only have 10, well, now you got 20. So before you sign up, be wise. Use the link. Get your first match deposit bonus, 100% up to $100 matched. So you're doubling up whatever it is you deposit out of the gate. All right, man. Should we do this as we usually do? Go pick them and then round it out with a draft here?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So you've already done the rankings for the draft that we're going to do. Yep. Now, fortunately for your sake, my sake, and all of the viewers' sake, we have the Pick 'em Pro tool. We have the Bet Pro tool that is going to make our lives easier where we don't have to rank anything. We can pull up the best bets. And I think we should do what you and I usually do. Take the best bets, whether it's baseball or basketball, and try and find the most plus EV spots to put us in a spot to 20X.
Yeah, I like that call quite a bit. Yeah, I was just looking at basketball, but I just toggle over to the UnderDog MLB, and I'm seeing some even better positive EV. And they are strikeout props, which are my favorite in baseball. I feel like they're the most predictable. So yeah, happy to include these baseball ones as well.
Yeah, let's do it now. Yeah, our strikeout props in Bet Pro and Pick 'em Pro have been killing it too. So I feel like we would be remiss to not have them in there. You know what I mean? It just makes too much sense to do that. Pick 'em Pro tool's free for your first week too. If you want to get an edge on all of these Pick 'em sites, all you do is sort by expected win rate and boom, you got all the best spots in there. Link for that in the description and chat. If you're already on Underdog, take advantage of a free week of this Pick 'em Pro as well. And hopefully stick around because it's a super valuable tool for any of these, whether it's Underdog or other sites that we shall not name, but we all already know. All right. So maybe we kick it off with a little bit of basketball here. I think we should probably start it off with basketball. I'll throw it over to you, Neil. You're up first. What do you got?
Well, I'm going to steal the one that I know you like, which is Jimmy Butler over 1.5 assists. He just hits it he's been hitting it so frequently. He misses so infrequently the over 1.5 steals for Jimmy Butler. He crushed it all of the last series. I expect him to continue in this series. Obviously it's a different matchup, but he's just so good defensively and he's playing so many minutes that, we've got him predicted for 2.5 steals. The line is just at 1.5. So we expect him to get between 2 and 3. Anywhere in that range, he's over the 1.5 line. So it's a pretty easy one that we have hitting the second most of any prop here. So I really like that over on 1.5 steals for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, so do I. 9 of 11. Oh, I'm sorry. 9 of 12.
He missed it last time, huh?
9 of 12, yeah, including the play-in games. He's gone 2+.
Yeah, I think it's just he's going to hit it more often than not when he's playing the kind of minutes he's playing right now.
Absolutely. All right, so I'm with you on that. We'll go Jimmy Butler over 1.5 steals. I want to look across baseball too, just to see if there's anything that stands out here that we can get to. Especially some of these spots, right, that are going to jump out on the odd shopper tool as well, that might give us some good value on either side of that. Look at the Ryan Nelson. We have, God, 63% win.
Right.
It's just that Oakland team. My God, they strike out at an insane clip.
Yeah. Well, what is his strikeout rate? I'm curious.
So Ryan Nelson, I can pull it up right now before I sneeze. It's in there.
Oh, you're gonna sneeze out then. I'll
I'm
keep
trying this.
I'm
I
trying
want to
find it right now.
sneeze. I want to.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling all too well. It's been my spring has been that feeling, like nonstop with these allergies. It's been pretty brutal. Looks like his K rate is at 17%. So just a really bad K rate in.
I see 14. I see 14.5% on the season.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is combining his MLB and AAA. Apparently, is 17%. But yeah, you're right, 14.5% in 8 major league games this year. So that's really low.
Yeah, 8% swinging strike rate, not great. I mean, look, it's obviously a good matchup for a pitcher when it comes to getting punch outs, but yeah, I think we go under here. Not to mention, Neil, we have him projected in the Pick 'em Pro Tool at 3.5.
Yeah, so we can go over up to 4, and he's still going. We're still going to hit the prop. We can get 5. We're still going to push. I really like that bet.
Let's see what other sport. I'm really just curious to see what other sports books have him at. All right, go to Odd Shopper here. Other sports books have him at 4.5, 4.5. FanDuel 4.5. All right, so yeah, I mean, look, it's at 5. No juice. You could push this. Give me under. Yeah, give me under 5 on Ryan Nelson. Let's lock that in as our number 2. I think that makes sense here.
Yep, I think that makes sense as well. Now I'm looking up Drew Smiley's strikeout rate, because we can see that that's another one of the top in it. He's up at 21.6% this year. I like that quite a bit better. Still not like elite strikeout stuff, but better than 14%. So I'll take that over on 3.5 strikeouts for Drew Smiley as well. We have that one hitting 62%. I think we just take those 2 MLB plays and run with them, just because they're so high relative to other win rates. So I think we take that over on 3.5 strikeouts for Drew Smiley as well. The line is so much lower, and he's a better strikeout pitcher. Obviously a much tougher matchup with Houston, but I think that the strikeout stuff wins out. When we're just talking about strikeouts, we're not talking about innings here. We're not talking about whether we get to win. We're just talking about strikeouts. And I think with that, mediocre strikeout rate for Drew Smiley, line at 3.5 is just too low. So I like taking the over there.
Yeah, our projections certainly like the over on that as well. There's no denying that. The only question now is Houston against lefties this year, 16% strikeout rate. It's the lowest in the league, but we have him projected well north of that, right? What do we have him projected at?
4.7.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to head back to the basketball side here. We've got 3 in the hopper. By the way, hit that thumbs up if you guys haven't done so yet. I know this isn't our most popular show here, but that's okay. Take a second. Atone for your sins, as Pete Shepard mentioned in the comments.
Yeah. Take
a second. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about all the shows that we have here on this wonderful channel. All right. What's that?
Oh.
That mean, you know what that means?
It was too good to be true. What does that mean?
Yeah, it mean it was a good bet.
Yeah, right.
Or I'm sorry, a good play.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Let's go. Well, let's just see what we can do here. Let's see if there's anything else that they pulled it, huh? They pulled the Ryan Nelson. I love that. That was our top MLB spot too.
It was our top overall. I mean, for MLB and NBA at least.
Yep. Okay. Here's an interesting one I'd like to get your take on. What do you think of Duncan Robinson? Under 5.5 points. This scares the living hell out of me here, because he
can do it in 2 plays.
Yeah, right. I don't know what the rotation's going to look like. I really don't. He may be a necessity, or not a necessity, but you may want some 3-point shooting from Duncan Robinson. If you already can't stop Boston from knocking down threes, you might try and fight fire with fire. I'm going to stay away from that one, actually. And I'm going to go You know what? I'll just go with our number one. I'll go Marcus Smart over 5 assists. We have him at this is wild. We have him at 6.4 today. I may just be forced to trust the tools on this one. 6.4 assists. He's kind of been all over the map with this, right? He was
Right.
7 assists in 3 of 7 games against Philly, and then 4 assists in 3 of them and 2 in the other.
Right.
But in a spot like this, big favorites, 8-point favorites at home. Smart's minutes have been through the roof recently. Let's not forget he only played 27 minutes in that blowout win against Philly in game 2. 34, 42, 34, 42, 39. I'll go Marcus Smart over 5 assists here. Our tools like it. 61% expected win rate. Give that one to me.
Yeah, I think that I like to just lean on the tools when I'm like, I don't totally understand this, but I know that there's more that goes into our projections than I understand. So sometimes I'm like, just game box watching. I don't always understand the props, but oftentimes when I'm like, all right, it's close enough, I'm still willing to just trust the tools, and that's been working out pretty well for us doing these props. So yeah, sometimes I'll see these ones, and here's another example of one that I don't totally trust. I keep doing, and this one has not worked out. So I've been hitting like 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6 regularly. And it's this Gabe Vincent under assist prop keeps on failing me. And we've got him again projected for 2.8 assists. The line is at 3.5, and he just keeps hitting it. And I can't decide if like there's something that's changed that maybe for some reason, we can't count on that prop, but I'm sort of tempted to go with the lower there again. Just keep running out there. I did it on my most recent card. What do you think of that one, Lofty? Do you think we can trust it? His minutes have been all over the place. I understood it. So part of the reason it looked so good for a little while is he played 22 and 23 minutes in back-to-back games, and it was like, based on his assist rate, this should be an easy under. And then he just kept on hitting it anyway. But now I'm like, I don't know what to do with his minutes. Like, I don't know what to expect from him in terms of minutes in this series.
Yeah, it's difficult because we've actually seen him and Lowry close some games out together.
Right. 32 minutes last game.
Yeah, I don't know if we get that on in this game. I also think it's a much more difficult matchup. This isn't to say that the Knicks defensively are a bad team, or the Cavs defensively. Sorry, Knicks face the Cavs, but Miami coming off the win against the Knicks.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that that's a tough, or that it's the Knicks aren't a tough defense, but Boston just poses so many challenges here. I think Spoelstra's going to have his hands full. It still doesn't mean though that I have any confidence in whether or not Vincent plays 25 or 32 minutes. I mean,
right.
At this rate, you kind of just have to project him for 30 minutes. We have it as a slight positive play on OddsShopper, just looking across all of this. The under 3.5 on FanDuel is -113, -114 at Bet Rivers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. This is just one where I have no true feel for this. Under 3.5.
I like the Jaylen Brown under 3.5 assists better, I think. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think and maybe that's just, maybe I shouldn't, because we actually have Gabe Vincent projected lower. That one's, it's just recency bias, really. The Jaylen Brown one has actually hit for me, the under on assists. So maybe that's why I'm leaning towards it. Man, it's tough. I say we go back to the Gabe Vincent one, to be honest. Just the volatility in his minutes. Now a tough, slow pace matchup with Boston. I think it makes some sense.
All right, let's do it. Hey, just because a certain prop hasn't been hitting, if look at it this way, right? If you are smashing a certain prop consistently and the books move it up and they change it going forward, that means you were doing something right. You were ahead of the game.
Yep.
If it stays exactly where it was,
right.
It's possible that you just, I hate to say bad luck, but it's possible that if they're leaving it the way it was, it's very possible that it's the under might still be a good spot to get to here. So I'm with you on that. I think I'll go back to, so how many do we have now, Jordan, since we lost Ryan Nelson? We have 4. All right. All right. So Nelson's gone. Check if it's back. Actually, matter of fact, I think they moved Nelson to 4.5. Can you check?
Looks like it's not there. Like you can't choose it.
Oh, okay, because we have it at 4.5.
It might be like if Jordan refreshed, we could, but then we'd lose all of our
That's
work here.
that's probably the issue. Yeah, because if it's at 4.5, I think it's still very good. We have it at 4.5 now on the Pick 'em Pro Tool, and we still haven't projected it 3.5. So, yeah, I'll take that all day long. I might want to stay at 4 here, unless you have a fifth that you want to point out.
Well, that wouldn't that be a fifth, the Ryan Nelson one? Do you want to take that one?
Oh, it's back.
Yeah, he just found it at 4.5.
Yeah,
we do have
let's
it back
throw. Yeah, let's go. I mean,
yeah,
unfortunately,
we lose
don't
the
have
push
the
on
option.
5. Yeah,
Yeah, we're not going to push it, but yeah, let's go. Let's go under 4.5 there. So we got what? Butler over 1.5 steals. We've done quite well on that. Drew Smiley over 3.5 strikeouts. Marcus Smart over 5 dimes. That's our number one NBA play right now. Gabe Vincent under 3.5 assists. Ryan Nelson under 4.5 strikeouts. For what it's worth, Ryan Nelson under 4.5 strikeouts in the Pick 'em Pro Tool that we have is still the tied with the Drew Smiley one for the highest expected win percentage.
yep, and better than any of the NBA props. So it looks really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, these NBA ones can get tough when you're dealing with one game, especially. Right. And, you know, does it become easier to price some of these NBA props when there's such less volatility in minutes? I don't know. I've actually had a lot of success with with NBA betting recently over the last week, more than I have with MLB. But that's variance, if nothing else. All right, Neil, time to do a draft. Where did we finish? 38, and last time we did the multi-day one, 38th?
35th.
35th.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a top 5.
And it was solo on a 2-game slate, which is, I think, also kind of impressive. Like we weren't duped with by anybody.
I'm looking for top 5, man.
Me too, Laffy.
All right.
That's our goal.
Let's will this into existence. What was the book called, or the show, that movie or whatever called? Remember The Secret?
Yeah, I never watched it, but like I remember it being a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're really missing out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Basically just encouraging you to sit around and do nothing and will things into existence. Wonder how that worked out for everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it today, Neil.
All those people are millionaires now, Laffy. You never heard from them again because they just got filthy rich.
No, we're doing it today. This is it.
Yeah, for sure. We're willing this one into existence.
We're willing this into existence. It will happen. Throwing it out into the universe. We will be rewarded with a top 5. Maybe at this point, I should just say first place. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, and we got the 101, which is a great pick to get here
because Nikola Jokic
projects just so much better than everybody else.
All right. So last time we thought this on the Giannis slate, we were wrong because
it
fell off a cliff afterwards. However, I think when it comes to Nikola Jokic, you just want to get Nikola Jokic.
11-point difference in projection between Jokic and AD.
Dramatic difference.
And we have our projections, unfortunately, were not as different today from the underdog as they were yesterday. Like yesterday, we really loved Jamal Murray. And so same thing yesterday, because it's the same 2-game slates, obviously back and forth. So if we had been able to get the 101 in the draft yesterday, I was not able to get it, but there were people who were able to get Jokic 101, Murray on the turnaround. So it was like, that was I talked about it on my, I did a video yesterday. I talked about how that was like the nuts. It's like, if you can get Jokic 101 and then also get Murray on the turnaround, which based on ADP, you could, that was the nuts. And then it turned out that was the case. Yeah, we're taking Jokic here.
Go ahead, Jordan. This is this is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Don't even think twice. So so we're going to be 5 picks away then, right? And is this only a 4-round draft or
yeah, so we have the 8th and 9th picks now.
Will we see? Okay, it's
moving.
So
quickly.
What is the guy who has the 4th pick? Who did he take? The 4th and the 5th. Who did he take? Tatum and what's that say?
Butler and LeBron.
Yeah, Butler and LeBron. Okay, so I mean that's not a terrible spot to be at.
So we have our next 2 highest projected by Stokastic projections are Bam and Marcus Smart. Do you have any issue taking those 2? Would you rather go for Aaron Gordon? What do you think, Laffy?
We definitely got to take Bam. We have to take Bam for sure.
Oh yeah, there's a huge drop off actually after Bam. Bam
Yeah.
projected for 37. Then we've got Smart and Gordon projected within, a little over a point apart from each other.
Yeah. So Bam's the obvious one, hands down. The fact that we just got Bam there and we have Jokic feels really, really good. To
Yeah,
be
there's not a
honest with
huge drop off there. And then I'm
you.
happy with either Smart or Gordon.
Let's go. Let's go Marcus Smart.
Works for me. I like this. I mean, just getting Jokic helps so much. Would have been nice if one of Jamal Murray, Jaylen Brown fell to us, but I think it's pretty unlikely for that to happen after the game that Murray put up last night.
Yeah, no way. I mean, that would be huge if we had Jokic and Murray.
People had it yesterday in the drafts that were done yesterday.
Really?
Same 2-game slate. Yeah, people were getting it because they, for some reason, Underdog had Murray projected way lower than we did. So like that was part of what I was trying to do. So I actually got Murray in a few drafts with AD at in the 7 spot, but I didn't get any with Jokic because I didn't get the 101.
Right. How'd you end up doing in those?
It's a 2-game slate, so it will go.
Oh yeah, tonight. Right.
But I have one that I think I have AD and Murray are my only players who have gone so far. So off to a nice start there. But then also people who have Jokic just have a huge lead on me. So
Greg Smith said, "Yo guys, I'm pick 3. Good luck."
All right.
Hey, you too, man. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So let's see what we got going on here. Now we got to be quiet because Greg's
listening.
Greg's in on it.
Which one is, so are you rolling? I can't read. Rolling Storm 20. Is that what that says? I can't read what it says.
Aaron Gordon's still on the board.
Apparently.
Wow.
Is Greg going to take him?
I definitely would not take Aaron Gordon.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't either,
nice.
but we should.
Let's take it.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I know we didn't have a great game yesterday. I know on the boards he was terrible, but Aaron Gordon there, I'm very happy to take him.
I also think D'Lo is the clear one here as well, by the way. Do you agree with that? D'Lo over Robert Williams? I mean,
yeah, he had a horrible game last time. Robert Williams is probably going to start again. I'm talking Russell had a horrible game, but
yeah, that's a good point. Russell's there's some risk there, but I still think he's
I still think it's Russell too.
The play.
I do. I agree. I'm actually, I gotta be honest, very happy with the way that this is shaping up.
With Aaron Gordon, I never saw Aaron Gordon fall into. We almost took him at the turn. He came all the way back to us. That's
yeah. He had a rough game, but he played 36 minutes in the starting lineup. He's obviously he's a starter. So 36 minutes. And D'Angelo Russell just had a terrible game, only played 26 minutes, but don't expect that to be the case all the time going forward. I know that they put Rui on. I understand that they had Rui on Jokic, and that did slow him down late in the game. So I do think there is some risk there with Russell. He didn't close the game. Rui did, alongside Schroeder, Davis, James, and Reeves. So I do worry about that a little bit for Russell. Too. But I think you still get around 30 minutes and not 26. So I'm okay with that.
Me too. And even in 26 minutes, Russell could do well enough. But yeah, I think that it's more likely he plays over that rather than under.
Plus, it's not like Robert Williams is a lock to play 30 minutes either.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Some risks, some warts there as well. Yeah, I don't hate that. Our next 3 options, Robert Williams, Caleb Martin, Dennis Schroeder, I wouldn't hate any of them.
No, me neither. Derek White, I wouldn't hate. Although that would be kind of last ditch because he played. The reason that White interests me is because nobody's ever going to want him after the last game. He played 12 minutes off the bench.
Right.
But I'm also just not thoroughly convinced that Derek White has been relegated to 12 minutes, 19 minutes per game in a new series. I'm really not.
Right.
Especially
I say we take Robert Williams here. Robert Williams kind of fell to us as well.
Let's just hope he starts.
Really well for us. Other than not getting either Murray or Brown at the turn, which is pretty unlikely. I'd say for the most part, I'm happy with the players that fell to us.
I love this draft. Pete said D'Lo out because of poor defense. Yeah, and they needed someone to slow down Jokic too. Look what they closed with. Look at that. They had Davis, LeBron, and Rui out there a lot yesterday. Rui played. I think Rui played like 27 minutes or something insane.
Yeah. And he could be due for more minutes going forward. I'm not convinced that 28. It's like a sure thing.
Yeah, I know. That's It's tough. I think Rui would have been. Did Rui go already? Yeah, there you go. He went.
Oh, the draft is over.
No, I know, but I wanted
see.
to make sure Rui got drafted.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yep.
All right, let's go back and see what we got, Jordan, because I don't mind this at all. The
No,
only one I worry the most about is D'Angelo Russell's playing time, but I'm all right taking the risk there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think some good players fell to us.
I was shocked that Aaron Gordon fell to us. So like,
me too. People hate drafting Aaron Gordon.
I don't get it. He's a pretty solid player. He's a very good real life player and a pretty good fantasy player as well.
Yeah. Ultimately, we got him later than we should have. We have him ranked higher than we drafted him. Jordan, you haven't done this long enough to remember how to find the team? I've done this 20 times now. All right. Jokic, Bam. I like that combo. Smart, Gordon, Russell. And then we rounded it out with Robert Williams, who played 30 minutes last game.
Yeah. Not mad at this one bit.
No. I told you, dude. I told you we were willing this one into existence.
That's right. We did it. We just took first place, Laffy.
That's all that matters, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Follow Neil at PlayerQDFS on Twitter. Me at Laffy_D, LOUGHY_D. Thanks to Jordan for producing. Friday, be back again, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. Get some drafts in. Start doing some NFL drafts, some pick 'em if that's available in your state. Link for UnderDog, 100% deposit match bonus up to $100. So whatever you deposit up to 100 is doubled in the description and in chat if you haven't checked it out yet. And we'll catch you back here very shortly on the UnderDog Strategy Show. Good luck tonight, guys. Peace.